Hello, Jarkko. How are you?
Hey Igor, good to see you. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. So, and I'm really honored that you accepted my invitation. So, because you are now really famous, your team. So everybody wants to know your secrets.
Thank you for inviting me, and also very honored to be here. Have some nice discussion with you.
Okay. So, how are you in personal life? Is okay everything?
Yeah, thank you. I'm fine. Of course, COVID has influenced us all, but we have been doing well, me and my family. So
So it's okay.
all good here.
And can you introduce your business or your how it's your normal life?
Yeah, sure. So I work as a director in a IT company. I'm um, in charge of our business intelligence unit. So business intelligence reporting, data warehousing, things like that. So
Mhm.
that's where I spend my days outside of fishing and family, of course.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused because the uh, I don't know if it's maybe mistake of my connection because it doesn't look really correctly. So I want to try something
Yeah.
because you see, I mean, correctly because I didn't see you. It's blurry the
Yeah,
video.
your video was also looking fine and in the beginning, but now it's a little bit blurry as well. Yeah.
Because your video is quite blurry. So
Hmm.
hopefully it will be okay. But sound is okay.
Okay. So yeah,
So
I think it's better for a lot of the listeners not to see our hairy faces.
yeah, we are nice. We are nice. Yeah, and young. Okay, Jarko. How long you are competing?
I started competing in fly fishing in 1999, so I guess that makes a little bit more than 20 years.
Okay. Okay. So and now in this world champ, you were as a coach, as a captain.
Captain, yeah. I I ended my, let's say, active competition career uh, 4 years ago. So the
Mhm.
last world championship for me was in 2018 in Slovakia, and uh, sorry, in 2017 in Slovakia, and then after that I've been working as the coach captain of Team
Yeah.
Finland.
Yeah, I know that in 2018 you were already as a coach
Yes, that's
in
true.
Italy. Yeah, it was
In
the
Italy, yeah.
funny story with Misako in the captain meeting. it
Yes.
was it was great. Anyway, I want to ask you: was the celebration in Finland huge? Was the Torilla Tavataan uh,
Yes, although the Tori, the square town square in Kuusamo, or
very full?
actually in Rukas, it's quite small, but
Okay.
yes, we were there.
So it's great. And another thing before we start a little bit more serious,
Yeah.
I heard that it's very popular for Finnish people. Kalsari Kenit. Kalsari Kenit
Yeah,
is
that's a thing in Finland. Yeah.
because for explanation for non Finnish understand people.
Yeah, so the direct translation would be like getting drunk on your underwear. So
It's great. When I heard it first time, beer and shorts, it
Yeah.
sounds so fantastic. I think I'm a half on Finnish. I,
Yeah, yeah.
it's my ways many times also.
You definitely need to try that if you haven't.
Yeah, I heard that the only exception is when he's a world champ in ice hockey.
Yeah.
So the people gather around and they are together, but normally is Kalsarikännit. Okay, now starting seriously. Uh, when I am asking all the time in this podcast, I'm asking
Yeah.
about history of the person who is invited. So
Yeah.
how it starts with you with fishing? I mean,
Uh,
you started 3 years old, or how it starts with you?
yeah, started as a young kid. My parents fished a little bit, not very much. So yeah, it's probably quite a common story with floaters and worms and things like that. But when I was a teenager, I got a lot more interested into fishing. At that time, it was spin fishing. So spin fishing, mostly pike at that time.
Mhm.
Uh, and it was more with friends than maybe the most usual thing that your parents or your grandfather or someone is really keen into fishing. It
Okay.
was more with friends, how I started
Mhm.
getting more and more interested into fishing.
So, and the age where you changed from spin fishing to fly fishing, when it was?
Yeah, yeah. I was 14 at the time, and I actually started with fly tying.
Oh,
So I started with fly tying, and then 1 year after I got my first, or the next summer, I got my first fly fishing equipment, and then went into fishing
yeah.
as well. I had no idea what fly tying or fly fishing was at the time. I had seen some books or articles in magazines, but didn't really know what it was. But few friends of mine that were a few years older than I, uh, they got me into a fly tying course that they were doing, and that's how I got sucked into fly fishing.
Okay, okay. So it's very interesting that you were at first fly tire before
Yeah,
fly fisher. So,
yeah.
so
I think it's the other way around for most people.
okay. And what about competition? Competition started also in really quickly, or you fish for just for pleasure, or
Yeah, I fished a few years just for pleasure, but I started competition in the youth league. So, or it it's not a league, but as under 18 years old, took
Mhm.
part in a couple of youth competitions, and then moved into the adults. So it was 1999 for me when I took part in my first fly fishing competition. Blanked it
Mhm.
completely, so not the best way to start, but
But you like
maybe
it.
maybe I got better sometime during the year.
Okay. So and you, yeah. My question was how it was the first competition. You already said it, so it's
Yeah.
it wasn't so a great start. But anyway, about competition in Finland, you have some separate leagues, first league, second league, or something like this.
And we have just one league. We have, I would say, we have about 120 competitors, active competitors at the moment. Um,
And this active competitor, how many competition they did during 1 year?
uh, we have about 40 competitions per year. Maybe average for one competitor, I would say maybe 5 competitions per year. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then you need to qualify in those competitions for the national final, which is then held sometime in the at the end of summer.
Okay. So 5 competition is approximately amount of competition per competitor.
Yeah, I would guess so. Yeah, some do 15 and some do 2, but
Yeah.
it's usually those who do more that are doing well. So
So okay, and the level of these competitions are separate some leagues.
no, there's just one league, so everybody's competing in the same like league, and then
Okay.
trying to make their way to the national final.
Mm-hmm. So the target is to be the best during the all league and to be invited to national.
Yes,
And the national is just how many people? 40?
it's 40. Yeah,
40.
yeah,
So the first 40 from the league are going to national.
yeah.
And national is end of season, or you have also after national you have some competition.
Yeah, nowadays after nationals we have some competitions that are then qualifiers for next year's nationals. So
So it's actually started next season.
yeah. So now people are competing and they are competing for the national finals next year.
Okay. Okay. So and you have some ranking.
Yes. So then our national teams get selected with a ranking system of 4 years, and you get points from those qualifiers and then from the national finals, and that's how you get points, and then the top 5 or 7 8, they are then the world team, and
Mhm.
then uh, the placings after that, they are the European team.
Okay. Okay. Jarkko, the screen is really horrible. So I stopped the recording and I tried. Maybe it's a mistake on my side. So so we were dealing with some technical problems. So we are quite far from each other. So maybe now it's okay. So Jarko, we were talking about leagues. So we have just one league. Everybody
Yes.
competing together,
Yeah.
collecting points from the competition. How many competition you are counting together to this ranking? All of all
No, every year you get 2 of your best qualifiers, and then the
just
national
two?
final. Just 2, yeah,
Just
and
two.
then two of the best qualifiers, then the national finals, and then of course that for 4 years. So
Okay.
yeah,
So let me explain you how it's in our country. It used to be five. We count to ranking five competition.
yeah,
Then I think 15 years ago 7, and now
yeah,
we got accounting 10.
yeah,
10 to the ranking, yeah. And we had some kind of qualification competition, and
yeah,
it has also 5 rounds, so 5 sessions. It
yeah,
was the same like World Champ, and from this, this was points from this special competition and points from the ranking, and they put
yeah,
it together. Yeah, but now it's only from ranking, like in your country,
yeah,
but
yeah,
only 10 competition. Yeah, but our competitors, I think the most active are about, I think, 60,
yeah, yeah.
maybe 80. But in the ranking we have about 400 competitors. Yeah,
Yeah. So and
but this competitors has competitor have I think about 2 3 competition just.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But sounds like you have almost 4 times more competitors
Yeah,
than we have
yeah,
in here.
yeah. But I think more and also more competitions. Yeah. Okay, so the how you choose your national team, you already said. So it's
Yes.
from 4 times history,
Yeah.
and you didn't count competition like world champ to the
No,
rank.
you don't get points to the ranking from there. We have discussed about it that should it should it account or not, but at the moment you don't get any points from Europeans or worlds or any other type of internationals competitions either.
So if boys won here a competition in Vltava, I think 1 or 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
they don't get any points.
No, at the moment, no, but that's one thing that we have been discussing, that because it's a high level competition, so maybe you should get some points aboard it from them, but
Yeah.
uh, maybe sometime in the future, I hope.
Yeah. So, and in the league, everybody competing as an individual, or you have some teams.
We have teams competitions as well, but they are separate from the individual competition, and it's usually just one or maybe two teams competitions per year.
Okay. So, and from this competition, again, no points to ranking.
No points to ranking. I
Okay.
think it would be good to have kind of similar system that what we have in FIPS worlds or Euros, that the individuals are competing in there and then it accumulates as a team result, but
Mhm.
not at the moment at least.
Okay. And what about controllers? I'm interested how you are dealing with shortage of controllers.
Yeah, it has been for many years so that in the qualifiers the competitors are controlling each other. It used to be so that in the national finals we had then controllers that were not competitors, but now for quite some years it has also been in the national finals as well, that competitors are controlling each other. So it's basically that the sessions are uh, right next to each other, so that you first fish and then you control somebody else, and then you go and fish and then control somebody else, and so on.
Yeah, yeah.
I think there are advantages and disadvantages in both. Uh, one good thing about it is that when competitors are controlling each other, one good thing is that uh, the, the the people are learning when they are watching high level competitors. They are learning all the time. Of course the negative side is that when you practice and find out something that works in one competition, your controller will know it right away, and he will have
Yeah,
a he or she will have a friend and tell it to them, and but by the second session everybody knows what you did.
yeah, yeah. It's the same here because we years and years we have special controllers.
Yeah.
It was all the time old man, some pensions fisherman, and it was one side. It was great because you can keep your secrets. Yeah,
Yeah.
but other hand, it was sometimes the old man were uh, too friendly with some people.
Okay.
So, and we say that the pen is not beatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's understandable what I said.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
the
Yeah.
pen is the pen can fish so many catch so many fish
Yeah.
in like this. So anyway, so we changed this, and for the people who were in low level, it was fantastic because
Yeah.
everybody can check flies. Everybody can check how you have leaders and everything. But for older, like in the time I was,
Yeah.
I wasn't really happy. Yeah. Okay, so you have the same system with
Yeah.
controllers. I hope that during World Champ it will be controllers, special controllers.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Not Jarkko Suominen is controller for David Arkai, and so I'm that.
I would like that. Not
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't think so that David will like it,
yeah, indeed.
and the change will be the same way. So, and I have some questions about your fishing. So, how it was your the best result on this international fishing? I mean,
Uh,
fly.
yeah, for me individually, the best placing in world is fourth.
Fourth, you were fourth. We call it potato medal.
Yeah, I have many of those
Yeah, and where it was
in Sweden,
in
2000
Sweden,
and 2005. Yeah,
2005. Yeah, you were second there as a team.
as a team, yes.
Fantastic result. So I checked the history of this, and you were Sweden and Finland. You really like because
Yeah,
the
it's quite similar. No
yeah
big difference.
Scandinavian rivers are good for you.
Yeah, yeah, they are quite similar in no matter which country you go.
And when you have this competition, you have competition mainly on the river or also I mean these qualifiers.
Yeah, I would say that at the moment it's probably 50-50. like
50-50.
like half are on the lakes from bank, from boat or from belly boat. We also have some competitions from belly boat. So
Oh, fantastic. We have, I think in our country, we have only just Belly Boat Cup, just one. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's kind of goulash competition. So it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it used to be like that in here as well, that the belly boat competition for kind of more on the relaxed side, but nowadays we have some serious belly boat competitions as well.
some advertisement on belly boats. Yeah. And like
Yeah.
this. Okay. So, and when you fish in your rivers, which equipment do you use? I mean, how strong
Heavy.
rods?
Yeah.
Heavy?
Um, if it's grayling or whitefish, then it's usually something like from maybe 1, 2, or 3 class. But
Hmm.
when it's rainbow or trout, then I would say it's maybe 3 to 5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, and you have also stocked rainbows in rivers?
Yeah, yeah. In some rivers, not all, of course. But
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, and when it's good river, how many fish per session can a competitor catch?
that depends very much on which species we are fishing and which part of Finland. Like, let's take an example from the worlds or the area, Kuusamo area, where the worlds were now. Good session result can be something like 40, 50
Mm-hmm.
railings, and then uh, with unlucky conditions and and something like that, fishing for brown trout, it can be only just a couple fish
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
session. So it really depends on the place.
Okay. So, and I have the some question which are all the time the same in every podcast. I call it in English top seven. So,
Yeah.
and what is your favorite dry fly?
My favorite dry fly would be this parachute hackle, the Nelson caddies. That's what I use a lot.
Okay. So another wet fly. Do you use wet flies? And your favorite is
Yeah, I use wet flies. That would be red tag or orange tag maybe.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. With bead or without bead?
Uh, Depending on where I fish, sometimes with bead and sometimes without.
And you have in your rivers chaps.
Yeah, in some places, yeah,
So it's great. Red duck, orange
yeah,
duck.
yeah.
Yeah. It works
Works
really
well,
well.
works well. Yeah.
So and what about favorite nymph?
Uh, that would probably be the CDC red rib killer. You probably know the pattern, but yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm. And another secrets streamer favorite.
That would be crazy Finnish fly. It's called surfboard. I don't know if you know it or
Surfboard. No, I don't
uh,
know it.
I probably have some lying around here. Just a
Please show
moment.
us.
Yeah, it's just a moment. Uh, I just need to find my streamer box so I can show you. Yeah, here we go. This is something that is for big Finnish brown trout. So I think you can see this. It has a foam back and then just flashable. So it's like a small fish, but you just skate it on the surface. Uh, it's
It's like Christmas tree with
yeah,
surf.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But uh, it's a very nice pattern for a big brown trout,
Yeah, and
and
I'm really
it's
sure.
fun. It's fun to fish with that because it's kind of like fishing with dry fly with action. So the fish
Yeah,
are always
yeah, it's like
jumping.
popper.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's very
it's
very
like
nice.
popper.
Yeah,
Make
yeah, yeah,
noise on the
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it must some kind of flies work also well for pike, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can use the same type of flies for pike as well. Yeah.
So I am now. It's starting season for pikes here. So I'm in your country also.
Here as
So
well.
and
Yes.
I am almost getting the pike fever. So
Same
and
same same here. Same here.
how tell me how big pike you can catch in Finland? How is your the biggest pike?
My biggest pike is 113 centimeters. So that was like 9.7 kilos. So I actually haven't uh, break the 10 kilo mark, but it's I have already caught I think 4 meter pikes this season, and the it was all in the springtime. Now we're just starting the fall season soon, so I'm hoping for a
Oh,
10 kilo fish. You should definitely come and fish for pike here because the 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 pike in here they
yeah, it's
grow
my
big.
yeah, it's my dream because my pikes are really small. I am about 80 centimeters. So my
Yeah,
dream is not 10 kilo. My dream
yeah,
is the first broke the 1 meter. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Just
you can say you
just
say that in Finland
come
it's not
over, and
impossible.
we can do that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So another question is uh, we call it unforgettable fish. So if I say unforgettable fish, what Jarkko are in his head?
It's actually
Which fish?
yeah, it's actually my record brown trout that I actually caught this year. So it's very
This.
new. Yeah, I've tried to catch plus 70 centimeter brown trout for quite some time and never succeeded. But
Okay.
this year in June, I catch one with 75 and a half centimeters. So it was pretty nice,
Ooh.
and that came with the
Oh,
CDC red rib killer nymph that I mentioned earlier. So,
ooh. So nymphing,
nymphing, yes.
nymphing. It
Usually,
was
usually,
style nymphing.
usually,
Yeah.
usually, it's very very hard to catch a fish of that size with nymph because they tend to eat small fish and it's a lot easier to
Okay.
catch them with streamers. But this time I got lucky. I
Mhm.
caught it in a during the day in bright daylight with nymph. So
Okay. So and the fight, how long does it take?
I think it was maybe five
The fi-
minutes or so.
it wasn't so. So okay. So and as a captain, you are working with your boys, and I all the time asking my guest about advice to rookies. What do you when somebody are starting his competition career? What do you recommend?
Well, of course, I recommend joining a club or a team or something. It's a lot more easier to learn and practice with someone. You combine the knowledge that you have with someone else and kind of learn
Mhm.
together. You can gather a lot more information when you're not doing it alone, but you're doing it with someone else. And then, of course, just uh, learn all the basics very well. Learn learn
Mhm.
nymphing, learn dry fly fishing, also the still water fishing, whatever types of competition you are trying to do, and try to improve all your areas. So if you feel comfortable with nymph fishing, but you think that your dry fly fishing is not so good, keep improving your nymph fishing, but try to lift the level of your dry fly fishing. So you will need them all anyway at
Oh,
some
sounds good.
point. So
So and when you are working with your boys, uh, the your approach to them is like you are standing on the bank and control them, or how you do it as a captain.
uh, well, of course, I've been with our team for quite some time. I know everybody very well. So we have been fishing together for many years. So I know how they are fishing. Uh, I usually don't give them too much like very specific tips that try to do this when you're swinging the flies or something. I try to advise them more on the strategic side. That has always been
Hmm.
one of my stronger sides. How to plan your sessions, how to plan your fishing, how to approach your beats or so. So I know that technically they are all very very skilled. So it's hard to
Hmm.
advise from the bank to to do something technically different. So
Yeah.
I maybe I tell them to change to completely different technique, change the place, uh, or something like that. More on the strategic side.
Yeah. So you are when you are talking about beat. So you are sitting on this together with the team, and you say you will try this and that. Maybe
Yes,
if it does not work, go to another style, to another technique, and like this.
exactly. Yes.
Okay, okay. So another question, frequently asking, gadget. When you have on your vest, on your equipment, some funny stuff, yeah, or
Yeah.
it's not necessary that you invent it. Something you recommend us?
Ah, I guess I'm not carrying around any that special gadgets. For all fishermen, I would recommend Monomaster or whatever it's called to not throw away your tippets when you're changing, but take them away from nature. That I would recommend for everybody. Uh, Another useful gadget, I think quite a lot of fishermen are using it nowadays, but it's for everybody who likes dry fly fishing. So the rubber band or something like that, where you can hook your uh, dry fly and then kind of spring it a couple of times, and it will.
Play
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of people are using it, but I think not
Okay.
all. So for everybody who's using dries, I think that's very very useful.
Mhm.
But then of course all the basic stuff you need
Are
to
you are
have,
you
like clippers and pliers and stuff
yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, just now, today just came to me new net. Yeah, I show you. Just for inspiration,
yeah,
new net. Yeah. And almost everybody using magnets.
magnets. Yeah,
So it's good to have magnets not in the middle, but on the side because the hand is really close to your
yeah.
head.
Then
Yeah.
it's yeah, true.
But the I think quite interesting thing is that we have another magnet here. If we are fishing in shallow water,
Yeah.
and especially with small fish and white fish, yeah, I put it to my belt, and I have it
Oh yeah, yeah.
not on, so and you can be fast. Yeah,
That's
so
true. Yeah.
it's my gadget
Gadget.
today.
Yeah.
My friend Peter make it for me. So okay, so and now about very interesting and very exciting thing, your award title. So big congratulations.
Thank you.
The I printed the results because it was hilarious. I didn't dig in archive many, but I don't think so that in first five places are four competitors in the same land. I don't think so. It's never happened.
Yeah, I
Do
think
you?
this is the first time. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah, because Heikki first, Yari second, Santeri fourth, Mikko fifth,
Yes.
and 15th Jyrki. So
Yes.
it's incredible. Incredible. Also, it's incredible the result after fifth session of your team because placing is 80 and the second is France 127. I checked the result after session fourth
Yeah.
because I was interested if you have such a placing that you can stay in a bank whole team with 5 zeros if you will win.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't enough. Yeah, but it was almost. Yeah. So also the number of fish 420 and the second one 319. Yeah. So it's also 100 fish more.
Yeah.
Incredible. So how you did it? How you did it? Tell us.
Yeah.
So tell us how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we we prepared as well as anyone could. Like we discussed earlier, we have the ranking system based on 4 years. So for the last 5 years, we have had our nationals in the same place where the world championship took place. So the team selected for the worlds, they have fished all the nationals that are important for this ranking. They have fished in the same area.
Mm.
So everybody in the team has finished top in our nationals in the same place where the uh, world championship took part. So we knew that everybody know very well how to fish in just in these circumstances. And then, well, of course,
Mhm.
the world championship was supposed to be in 2020. Uh, we have had our team selected in 2019. So we did our first practice there in 2019 with this exact team. Well, then happened COVID, and the championship got postponed for 1 year. So we had all of 2020 to practice there with the team. And then, of course, we could also practice there in the springtime of 2021. So we had 3 seasons
Mhm.
with this exact team to practice in the exact same spot that the competition will take place. So, like like the individual world champion Heikki said after the competition, that uh, all the time he was feeling that you don't need to do any miracles. You don't need to pull rabbits out of the hat or anything. You just need to do your regular performance, and it will be very good. So, because of all of this training that we had, uh, well, you have seen the footage and maybe fished there yourself. So, the rivers are quite fast. They have strong current, so it's not easy wading. All of our guys were training, running, gym, CrossFit to be in the best possible fit to be able to cross the river many times. Uh, and then, of course,
I read it on the Facebook.
yeah,
I read it on the Facebook that you also this kind of physical preparation.
yeah,
So I don't think so that any other team did it.
yeah. So because we knew that it will be very physical, it will be a lot of fish caught, and you need to wade across in very deep water. So it will be hard. So we wanted to get everybody physically in very good shape. And then, of course, it uh, it's not easy to cross the river in all the places, or it's not easy to see or find the places where you can cross the river. Since we have many years of uh, fishing experience, we knew in every beat, we knew that where it is possible to get across, and in many of the beats, maybe
Mhm.
no other competitor was able to get across. So because it was
Mhm.
kind of hard to find a place where you can. It's all only a narrow path at one point of the beat or something like that where you can get across. So all of that local knowledge really helped us. I think that
So and how many competition?
all this, yeah, sorry,
How it's a little bit time.
yeah,
It's not correctly our time I think now. So how many competition you did there?
yeah, five national championships, and then couple of other qualifiers. So quite a few competitions.
And I heard that say if it's true or not that Heike also camped there for fishing and stay there in tent or for?
Uh,
Is it
uh,
true?
I don't think he stayed in a tent, but he has a summer cottage in Kuusamo.
Uh,
He's born in there, so he has a summer cottage there.
okay,
So he spends a lot of time there in summer and fish there. So yeah, so it's kind
so
of
he
kind of
knows
his home waters. Yeah,
every corregone on these lakes.
somewhat. And then of
So
course
it
the
was yeah.
fishing for Corregone is something that I don't think a lot of countries or people do outside of Finland, maybe in Sweden and so, but definitely not in all the countries. But when looking at the results, actually a lot of the teams did really well on the lakes. Uh, I think we had 46 points on the lakes. I think France had 48 and so on. So they were pretty close. But then on the rivers, it was really a bigger difference. I think our total number of points was 37 or something like that. And the next best team on the river was Slovakia with 73 or something points. So the biggest difference in the
Mhm,
results was
mhm,
definitely
mhm.
on the rivers.
Phew. I thought that it was more on lakes.
Yeah, the lakes were actually quite even. We didn't make such a
Mhm.
big separation in there. The bigger separation was definitely on the rivers.
Okay, Jarko, I will stop recording because the time are not correct
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we start another session.
yeah. That's good.
Okay, we are on air. So you say that the Heike is local fisherman.
Yeah, yeah.
So uh, I think what I heard that he is quite humble, quite.
He's very humble and down to earth guy. Yeah,
Yeah, I actually I think that I was. I don't know if you were there. I was with him in a boat in Ireland. Was he in Ireland?
uh,
2000. I think it was 2009
yeah. I think he might have been. He did quite a few European championships before he did his first
because
world championship. Yeah.
he's really calm. Not like me.
No, no, not talking too much. No.
Yes, I think we were together in a boat.
Yeah, I think that's very much possible. Yeah.
So and what cooperation with guys? I mean, they share with each other knowledges. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, everything. No, no secrets. Nothing. That's. I think that's the key to success as a team.
Yeah, we all the time say that when team are working well, then will be some medal for individuals also.
Yeah, that's exactly our strategy or our way of thinking as well. So um,
Yeah, when I take a look on the result, it works. Okay,
this time, yes, yeah,
this time yes, yeah, but you are finally after years and years, and
yes,
from the last medal, it's almost 14 years, and
yes.
finally gold. So it's fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's a big thing for of course the team involved, but for Finnish fly fishing and Finnish competition fly fishing as a whole, it's a big thing.
Hmm, hmm. So when we waiting for uploading the video, we were speaking about that you have no restrictions about pike fishing. I'm
Yeah,
interested.
that's,
I'm interested. You have some restrictions about brownies and about
yeah,
grabbing?
yeah. But for pike, no, we have hundreds of thousands of lakes in Finland, and pretty much every lake has pike in it. All the rivers connecting them, the Baltic Sea. We have such huge amounts of pikes that
Hmm.
even though they have the spawning season in the springtime, it's
Nobody care.
no, but it's also very hard to catch a pike during the spawning time. You can catch them before they go spawning or after a couple of weeks after they have spawned, but not during. They're interested in other things.
Yeah, I understand. And and what about the restrictions of grayling and brownies? How long
Uh,
you it's forbidden to catch them?
yeah, now it's the season, or the rivers are closed because of the spawning. It starts in the beginning of September and then it ends in mid November.
So it's all rivers are closed,
Yeah.
even the river where are the railing.
Uh, some rivers where there is basically no brown trout, they remain open. But yeah, but all the rivers that have brown trout that might even be reproducing, not a lot of the fish populations are uh, improved by stocking fish, also brown trout as eggs or small fish, and also uh, then bigger size fish ready to be caught. But yeah,
Hmm.
not all the rivers are producing natural fish so well.
Hmm. And what about restrictions of technique? Do you have some restrictions in your rivers or?
Well, yeah. I mean, in some rivers, yes. In some places, you're allowed to use maybe just two flies, or
Mhm,
not allowed to use hook size
mhm,
of hooks of some size, and pretty much, well, not all, but almost all the places you need to have barbless hooks and so
mhm.
on. So
And what about nymphing? Is allowed everywhere?
yes, at the moment I cannot name a place where nymphing is
Sorry.
not allowed. Yeah,
Because I was surprised. I have a really good friend in Sweden. He's
yeah.
from Sweden, and he said that in some rivers they have totally forbidden nymphing.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah, because when I showed him nymphing for grayling, he was so
Yeah,
surprised. It's so effective and
yeah,
easy.
it is.
And he said, but it's not allowed. That
Wow.
it's for me it was strange. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard of that. I know that, for example, in some places in England, you're only allowed to cast dry flies upstream and so on. But I haven't heard that they have something like that in Sweden as well.
Yeah. And then what about catch and release? Do you have some parts, or uh, you can kill the fish everywhere?
Uh, Pretty much all the best places for brown trout, they are catch and release places.
All
So
right. Okay.
then where you can kill the fish, not so much.
That's so much.
Yeah,
So I think the many of us are released fish carefully and not
yeah,
kill them. Yeah. So and when we are speaking about uh, your technique, because your performance was so great, do you think that you not only the preparation, but maybe you find something that it works more than, I don't want to say exactly the word secret because you don't want to tell me.
no, I don't. I
Do
don't
you, do
think
you
we
think that
had.
you find some holy grail, some better fly, or some better tactic?
Um, I mean, we did a lot of nymphing, of course, as you can guess when it's fishing for grayling.
Yeah.
But I think from third session onwards, we caught half of our fish with dry flies or dry dropper. Uh,
Mhm.
it it's blind casting pretty much, so it's not casting dries for rising fish. It's just blind casting, and I think at least from what I talked with the other teams and what I saw when I was um, coaching our guys, I didn't see a lot of teams using dry flies as much as we did. At least
Mhm.
that's how I felt. I think people think that we just kept on nymphing, but we actually
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
actually used dry flies and dry dropper since third session on, and we caught a lot of fish with dries. And for example, I was on the last session. I was watching our guy Mikko Rasanen, who was fifth in the competition
Mhm.
on the last session, and he caught two doubles with dries in that session.
Two doubles. So
Yeah,
he fished with two dries.
he fished with two dries, and two times he hooked two graylings at the same time.
Incredible, incredible. So and uh, what about the lake? Because Corregone for our guys were totally big, I think, fuck up, yeah, because they were blank many times. So,
Yeah,
is there some special tactic or some special flies or how it works?
we were using intermediate line and pulling wet flies. Pretty straightforward stuff. It was just more about trying to find a fresh spot because a lot of the Corregone were quite close to the surface. So if you put a boat or two drifting there before you, the fish are gone. So you needed to find places that have been quiet for some time and try to find the fish from there. The sort of the trouble or problem for all the teams was that the weather was too perfect for fishing for Corregone. It was sunny and almost no wind, and since the fish are keeping quite close to the surface, they get spooked quite easily. So
Ah,
it would be a lot better if it would be a little bit cloudy, a little bit windy, that it would move the boat, and a lot of the fish were actually for our team were caught. You saw that okay, now there's a small cloud coming, so it will be a little bit cloudy for a moment,
yes.
and during that time you could catch a fish, and then it all again kind of quiets down. So actually, the number of Corregone caught during the competition was a lot lower than what we anticipated, but I would blame it a lot on the weather.
Hmm. Okay, and I heard that it was for me not surprising, but I heard that judges or controllers were really strict,
Yeah,
and I said to boys that it's normal that the local team has controller really on their side. But the Vojta said to me that when he was speaking with your guys, that they were quite sad because the controllers were really strict on them too.
yeah, they were. I mean, I would love that we would get a little bit help from the controllers, but Finnish are known for their uh, honesty and integrity, and that was actually the case. They were really strict, didn't tell much to anybody, not even us. So we didn't get any more help than any other team got, but at
Uh,
least it's the same for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When I realized that it's so, I said, okay, it's great. It's you have local advantage, yeah, but not controllers advantage, because
No,
I
not
think
not
almost
this time.
everywhere from our country south to the south is the how said it correctly. The people are more warm and more
Yeah,
talkative, yeah, and they are maybe sometimes too friendly, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I understand.
But in your country or in Sweden, I think, or Norway is the same. I think. Yeah. Okay. So Corregone, I ask about, and you say that dry fly works from the third
Yeah,
session,
yeah,
and also dry dropper. Yeah. Okay. I actually I read some post at Pietari Siponen, because
yeah,
there were some rumors, because the controllers were so strict that nobody can go to the places, to the beats, only to their competitors.
yeah,
So they normally is not normally, but you can walk around the river, and like, I am walking, but I'm also checking.
yeah,
So many coaches and captains are did this way, but on this world champ, it was totally under control. Nobody can do it. Yeah,
yeah. I think it was pretty much the same thing for everybody's, and
yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
a lot of the one of the sectors on river was, I would say, more easily accessible. It was quite close to the road, and you can get. But then two of the sectors, they were on the bottom of a rather deep canyon, so you needed to do a little bit of hiking to get there. So that's where I spent my com- competition, helping other guys there, because there were two sectors quite near each other, so I could help two competitors. So that's what I figured out, that I would be of most use. But uh, there were not too many captains going around in there, just because it's quite a heavy burden to go down those big stairs and then come up. So
How
it's
many
a
how many stairs?
physical exercise.
How many stairs? Over 300, I heard.
I haven't counted, but if you start walking from down, it will take 15 minutes to get up
Yeah,
if
our
you
our
do it without a break. So
our boys call it black hole.
yeah,
It
I,
don't
I I
down.
I would imagine that it has many nicknames by now.
So, and yeah, I understand the physical preparation,
Yeah.
because for many, I couldn't imagine me to go there with my 100 kilos, yeah, and then 3 hours competing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then come up. So
Come up
yeah,
and change another, and they say,
yeah.
yeah, okay, okay, Jarkko. Do you think that you wanted to say something more? Do you have something in your mind? Maybe about your competitors, because they shine like a stars.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did. Uh, it it has been a dream of many of us for many years to get a medal, and uh, all the hard work, all the training, all the years of fishing, and all the close calls, fourth placing. So all of
If
that
yeah,
was, yeah, it's now behind us and forgotten. So I mean, of course, from me to them as well, a big thank you. Uh, this has also been my dream for many years to get a medal, and with these guys, it was finally possible.
okay, nice words to the end.
Yeah.
So Jarkko, thank you very much that you joined me, and
Thank you for having me.
it was great to see you because we see each other. I think the last time in Italy,
Yeah, I
because
think it has been a couple of years now. So
yeah. So I hope that I will come for pike fishing.
yeah, for sure.
Have to
We need to get you a 1 meter pike.
Okay, so thank you very much. I will
Thank
stop
you.
recording, and we will have to wait for uploading. Don't go, don't go anywhere. Okay, bye bye, and see
Bye
you
bye.
soon.